Deep WIZ, the wisdom of queer elders. In late May 2016, 4 friends and queer elders of color gathered at the historic Women's Building in the Mission District of San Francisco. The Women's Building is blanketed with a huge, colorful legacy mural called Maestropiece, which serves as a perfect backdrop for a series of photos of these 4 movement-building queer liberation activists. We see close-ups of each charismatic person. Blackberri is a tall drink of water and a handsome black man with little round cheeks. He wears long dreads and a beard and mustache that are textured shades of gray. He wears glasses with one lens and pajama pants. Morningstar is short, stout, and two-spirit. He has impeccable style. He wears a stylish, colorful straw fedora. He has light brown skin and a youthful face, and he uses a wooden cane. Mesha, the eldest of the group, has gorgeous thick wrinkles on her fair-skinned face, her laugh lines the most pronounced. She wears her signature shell earrings, and her black braids with graying roots are pulled back. Mira, the youngest of the group, is fair-skinned with long hair and glasses. She uses an electric wheelchair and is wearing a Justice for Alex Nieto t-shirt. Her presence is calming, and she beams with a warm, wide smile. We are now inside the building, and we see Mira in her wheelchair.
I'm nervous because I don't want to go first, and I'm shy. Is that okay?
Yeah.
I am La Mesha Irizarry, interracial, come from the Basque Country. I'm queer, and I work mostly in immigration, police accountability, and LGBTQ issues.
And you gathered these people together.
Oh, I love those people. I'm totally intimidated there because I'm among three giant cultural workers, and I'm not a cultural worker. I'm just a bull at work, just a fighter.
Blackberri on police violence.
I think when I was younger, I had a lot more interaction with police than I do now. They don't really bother me that much anymore. I have friends who've experienced police violence. I have friends who were actually killed by police violence.
My son, you knew Idriss
Yeah.
for a long time.
Yep. He's a sweetie.
Morningstar speaks.
Mesha is the one who recruited me because what happened, we had like a discussion group through internet, and I talk about what's like to be a cop, and nothing has changes. Guy was a cop back in the 80s when they first invented the computer to use in the police station. This is during Ted Bundy's era. We were like in Colorado, and after a year or so, because I was on probation, almost 2 years actually, I got kicked out for being gay. They had anti-gay law at that time. So nothing has changed in the police department, nothing. I'm telling you from personal experience. What we talk about this era now, this generation, about how women are treated, how the veterans are treated, how a lot of our young people get beat up and stuff, that's nothing new. That's been happening since the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, even before that. So this is nothing new. This has been going on for a long, long time. So what happened to me, I had a spiritual awakening. I got clean and sober. And when I had a spiritual awakening, I cannot be cops anymore. I could not do what I do before.
Well,
Mira speaks to the camera.
I've learned most of what I know from my elders. And I'm not an elder yet, but I feel that I have more wisdom and knowledge as I approach becoming an elder because of what I've learned from other people before me.
You and I, how did we meet? I know you.
I knew who you were long before you knew who I was, because I was living in Southern California when the police murdered your son, and it was.
Yeah.
I was listening to the Pacifica radio station about it, and I heard you interviewed on there and stuff. And then I moved back up here, and we met through the Marijuana Offenses Oversight Committee.
Yeah.
which
You actually invited me. You wanted me on that committee.
yeah, we had a harm reduction seat, I believe it was opening up, and we needed someone with harm
Oh, yeah,
reduction
yeah.
background,
Yeah.
and I thought you would be excellent.
Oh, thank you. It was interesting work. It was intense, but it was also so damn turfy. The views between people, my God. Oh,
It's politics.
oh God.
That's the best.
Trying to get
And the
people
other-
to agree on something is intense work.
The egos and the turf.
We met at San Francisco General.
Yeah. We worked
Doing
on
the
the
Shanti.
WIZ, the
Shanti.
first AIDS ward nationwide. We worked there together as counselor. How was that for you?
That was a good job. I liked that job. I loved the people that I worked with. I loved the clients. But when I left, I really didn't know how injured I was. I mean, it's hard to do that work and not feel anything or be detached. You can't do that work like that. But I didn't realize how injured I was until I actually started healing.
Yeah.
And the Native American were not recognized as special need group. And I was outraged about that. And I've been to the Lesbian of Color Conference, and I represent the Filipino side, the Asian side. When they asked Native American lesbian to get out of the room because they're not considered women of color, I had to stand up and say something. Say, people don't know the discrimination we went through. You know what I mean? And I had to say, I'm part Native, I'm sorry. If you couldn't tell my sister to go, I had to go with them. So that then, because this is our country, we're the First Nation people. But at that time, we're not considered special need group or people of color group. You know, at that time, you know. So that issue came out. And when it comes to funding, just like any other people of color group, we're the last one afterthought. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, now, at least, you know, because of the people who fought for us, you know, that's why I need my elders. If it wasn't for them opening a door for me, then I wouldn't be able to get into the door. And it wasn't me holding the door for the next generation, then there would be no next generation. You know, and one of the things I told them, you might think we're crazy and we're old fart, but guess what? We can learn a lot from each other. We'll tell you the history and what you can go from here then.
We are back outside in front of the mural. The camera pans down to our four heroes, who have their arms raised up to snap their fingers.
You ready? Sure. 3 snaps, and I'm out.
Mesha does a hair flip. Deep WIZ movie by Lisa Ganser and Mesha Irizarry. Deep Wisdom of Blackberri, Mira Ingram, Mesha Irizarry, and Morningstar Vancil. This movie is intentionally more accessible. It is captioned and audio described. Copyright 2016. Idriss Stelley Foundation, Holding Held Productions.